Hi martial artists, and welcome to your contemporary martial arts lesson number 13. Today we're going to focus on some footwork. We're also going to throw in some elbows during our hand combinations. Today what I want you to start off with is bounce and switch. You're going to work up to switching 3 times. Switch 1 time, then 2 times, then 3 times. Then next your footwork drill is going to be bounce and pivot right, bounce and pivot left. Then you're going to work some quarter turns, both left and right side, followed by your walk-off. What we're going to work on a little bit differently today is your push step back, then pivot right, push step back, then pivot left. Following that, we have hand combinations. First one's going to be a jab, step and slide forward, then you're going to throw a right across elbow. Once you've done that about 10 times or so, you're going to start off the same way, but then you're going to add a step back and cross. Okay? Then for your next pair, you're going to jab, step and slide forward. Then you're going to throw a left across elbow. Do that about 10 times. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add to that. You're still going to jab, step and slide, throw that left across elbow. Then you're going to add a step and slide back and jab. I'll show you what all that looks like coming up. And then of course you're going to end with 3 2-minute rounds of shadow boxing. Let's take a look and see what all of that looks like.
Okay, students, you know much of this footwork, so let's take a look at how we get started on that. So, it's going to start just with your bounce step. You can bounce evenly on both feet, or you can rock step a little bit from front to back. This is a bounce step with a rock. This is just a bounce step. So what we're going to do is your switches. There's my switch number 1. Then my switch again. Then my switch. You're getting nice and loose here. Then a switch. Once you've done that maybe 10 or 20 times, then you're going to do a double. 1, 2. 1, 2. Same idea, about 10 or 20 times from the left lead, and then 10 or 20 times from the right lead. So after you've done some doubles, then you're going to switch 1 time, put that right leg in front, then doubles from the right side. Just like that. 1, 2. Then from there, what you're going to do is triples. So it's 1, 2, 3, bounce, 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 1, 2, 3, bounce, 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 1, 2, 3. Just like that. I want you to do each one of those about 10 to 20 times before you move on. What we're going to do next is a bounce and pivot right, followed by a bounce and pivot left. It's quite simple. You're just going to bounce, pivot right, bounce, pivot right, bounce, pivot right, bounce, pivot right. Probably go around in that circle like that maybe 4 to 5 times. That'll give you 20 repetitions. Then you're going to bounce and pivot left. So bounce, pivot left, bounce, pivot left, bounce, pivot left, bounce, pivot left. Just like that. Once you work that at least 4 to 5 times in a circle like that, I want at least 16 to 20 reps. Once you're done with that, we're going to do our quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn from the right to the right starts in your fighting stance. You're going to take this little diagonal step forward, then pivot. Little diagonal step forward, then pivot. Little diagonal step, pivot. Little diagonal step, pivot. Same idea. About 20 repetitions on this. Now for that quarter turn to your left, you're going to take that back leg. It's going to sweep out a little bit. It's going to sweep out, then you'll slide. Little sweep and then slide. Little sweep and then slide. Little sweep and then a slide. There's your quarter turn to your left. About 20 repetitions on that. Once you're done with that, I want you to do your walk off. Walk off. Front foot. It's going to come back just a little bit. Point in the direction you're going to go. You're going to move to your right here. So that front foot comes back. You're going to place your weight on it. Step forward, step, and pivot. That's your walk-off. You're moving right on this. Front foot. Going to weight all the way on your back foot. Put that front foot pointing in the direction you're going to go. You're going to commit your weight to that as you step, step, and pivot. Full speed looks a little bit like this on your walk-off. Once again, sure you pivot back to the direction you were starting in. Okay? There's your walk off. Then we're going to do a push step back, pivot right. So from your bounce, push step back, pivot right. 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 You know those two moves individually. Now we're putting them together. Again, about 20 repetitions. Get smooth. Be relaxed. I want you to burn this into muscle memory with lots of repetitions. Now we're going to do the push step back and pivot left. So I'm bouncing, push step back. Now I'm going to pivot to my left. Push step back, pivot to my left. Push step back, pivot, push step back, pivot. 20 times on this one before we get into our hand combinations. Hand combinations are going to work at right across elbow to start. That right across elbow. Hands are up. Elbow comes across your face. Palm towards your opponent. With heel swing. Looks like this. That's your right across elbow. We're going to work that off of a jab and a step and slide forward. So I'm going to jab, step and slide forward. I need to close the distance to get close to my opponent. Then there's that across elbow. Then I'm going to step back. Jab, step and slide forward, right across elbow, step back. I'm going to show you this one more time. Jab, step and slide forward, right across elbow, step and slide back. I want you to do that about 10 to 20 times. Once you have that, we're just going to add a cross at the finish. So we're going to jab, step and slide forward, right across elbow, step and slide back. That weight will be on your back foot here. Perfect opportunity to throw that cross. Okay? Jab, step and slide forward, right across elbow, step back, cross. Last time. Jab, step and slide forward, right across elbow, step back, and cross. Once again, I want 10 to 20 of those, at least. Nice and smooth. Build into your intensity on that. Get it right first. Go by going slowly, by going mindfully, then start to introduce some speed and some power. Once you're done with that, we're going to work the left across elbow. So this is your left hand forward, and this one's going to go straight across your body with that heel swing. Sure to turn those hips and turn your palm right towards your opponent. Just like this. It's your left across elbow. This one's going to go with the jab. Step and slide forward, left across elbow, step and slide back. Once again, jab, step and slide forward, left across elbow, step and slide back. Last demo. Jab, step and slide forward, left across elbow, step and slide back. For this one, at the end of this, for your next combination, at the end of this, we're going to throw in a jab as a finisher. So I'm going to jab, step and slide forward, left across elbow. I'm going to step and slide back, then I'm going to throw my jab. Once again, jab, step and slide forward, left across elbow, step and slide back with a jab to finish. Here's the last one, jab, step and slide forward, left across elbow, step and slide back, finish with that jab. Once you've done that about 10 or 20 times, I want you to finish with shadowboxing, of course, 3 2-minute rounds with a 1-minute rest. Let's get after it.